Jamie DeMarco here with Find Your Fairy Tale, and you are here for story time with Jamie. I'm telling you a story today about that one time I manifested my husband and then filtered out all of his messages. Yep, true story. Most people haven't heard it, I've realized, and so I thought it'd be a great time to do a little bit of reshare. So this is how it started. So it was 2012, it was early 2012, and I was 3 years single and had been on a journey of personal development for years. I was just trying to figure myself out. I was trying to find my right person and the person to spend my life with. And I really wanted that partnership and that lasting romance and marriage. And I was just doing everything that I could to figure out how to find it. I tried every trick in the book. I read all the dating books. I followed the relationship gurus. I tried everything: coaching, consulting, counseling, everything. I was, really at a super solid place in my life. I was beyond ready to meet my person, and I was just like, where is he? I'd been working on myself for 3 years straight, improving, bettering myself, and, I felt like I was a catch, and I was ready, so ready to meet the one. Not knowing why it wasn't happening, wondering what I was doing wrong. I thought, you know what? I'm frustrated and I'm going to vent my frustrations to the place where people in 2012 did those things, good old Facebook. And so I posted this post, and this is what it said. January 3rd, 2012. Is it really so bad that my type is tall, dark, handsome, intelligent, athletic, suave, muscular, talented, mysterious, assertive, and sensitive? Is it? January 3rd, 2012. And, people laughed. I was being funny. People thought it was a joke. And I knew that I was asking for contradictory things. And, of course, just, joking around. But I really wasn't joking. I was like, no, that's actually what I want in a partner. I want all of those things. Okay, thanks. Let's go. I was at a point where after I'd found out so much about myself, my needs, my wants, what I truly needed and wanted in a relationship, I really wanted specific things after doing all of that work and getting to this great place. Like, I knew that I wanted someone that was stubborn and manly and assertive and dauntless-like. If you watch Divergent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But also at the same time, I wanted someone sensitive and caring and compassionate and that could take care of my fragile Pisces feelings. I knew I could be seen as being ridiculous or even having too high of expectations for saying that, but I didn't really care. I was at the point where I wanted what I wanted, and I wasn't ever going to settle for anything less than everything that I deserved ever again. Yeah, I was even saying that on dates to guys' faces. First dates. First 5 minutes. Didn't go that well, but different story. So anyways, I'm dating. I'm putting out my desires, as ridiculous as they are, to the universe, to the Facebook universe, I should say. And nothing's really happening. But fast forward a few months, October 12th, I believe, 2012. And I went out with my friend, and it was a Friday, and I was in a bad mood. I was at a crowded bar. I didn't want to be at that crowded bar. And I accidentally stole Matt's seat. And even though I wasn't very nice about it, I did not give him his seat back. We started chatting. We started laughing. And all of a sudden, it was like, boom. And I was like, okay. Something like magical and special was starting to happen. And on our first date, a few days later, it was just like light bulb, switch, fireworks, whatever you want to say. It was crystal clear that we had both just found the one on our first official date. We talked for 4 hours straight. We did not stop talking. We actually completely forgot to order dinner. We, were sitting there at the bar and the restaurant was closing and we were getting kicked out by the manager and we're like, but wait, we haven't ordered dinner yet. And they're like, we don't care. Get out. But things just clicked. And it was totally that serendipitous, crazy, perfect love story with the funny, meet cute that all the rom-coms portray. And in our relationship, our love story and our lives, even almost a decade later, they are absolutely a real life, modern day fairy tale, or at least what I would want a fairy tale life to be. And the mind-blowing part and why I'm sharing this story is that Facebook post, that ridiculous Facebook post where I listed out all those things. So Matt, many of you know him. You can just Google him or look him up. You'll see he is tall, dark, handsome, intelligent, athletic, suave, muscular, talented, mysterious, assertive, and sensitive. No lie. Like, can't make this stuff up. 100%. Those are some of his most prominent traits. Of course, he's way more than just that limited list, but word for word, quality for quality, my dream man, my husband, has every single thing I listed on that ridiculous Facebook post 9 months prior to us meeting. Pretty crazy, right? Now, 9 months seems like kind of a long time to wait, and it was. I mean, I am not patient. And if you're single and if you're looking for Mr. Right, 9 months probably seems like a super long time. I mean, that's almost like a year. That's another birthday. I just had a birthday, so I'm still sensitive about that. But it was a long time. And although it was a long time to wait from that post and meeting, and of course at the time, I mean, I didn't realize for years what I actually kind of did there. As I was waiting and when we finally met and I was like, oh my God, like you're my dream man, I eventually realized that I did not have to wait 9 months to meet him. I didn't have to wait years to meet him. And I realized that, waiting that long, sure, it happens. I mean, there's so many single people out there that are just waiting and waiting and waiting and wondering what they're doing wrong and when they're going to meet their person and trying everything like I did to find that dream relationship, that dream partner, and just, throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks at a certain point. So instead of doing all that, I kind of looked back, and of course, I've been a dating and relationship coach for 5 years now, and I've helped thousands of clients find their dream partners and their happily ever afters. But I want you to know that it didn't have to be that long. And the reason I know it didn't have to be that long is because it's 100% fact that I'll just preface this with it was embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing I'm sharing this, but I put that Facebook post out there January 2012, and I was waiting for my dream guy, wondering why he wasn't showing up. I was dating, I was online dating. I told you I'm not settling for anything less than everything I ever deserve again on dates. I was like going through hundreds of dates, but it just wasn't happening. And it turns out that Matt, my husband, was messaging me on all those dating apps numerous times, crafting up lovely, beautiful messages, sending them to me. And I didn't see any of the messages. And they were coming through in the spring of 2012, in the summer of 2012, and I didn't see a single one. We didn't even meet online. We were both dating at the same time. We didn't even meet online. Luckily, we met in person in the fall, but unbeknownst to me, I actually filtered out all of my husband's messages. So great, but missing out on dream guys passing you by is a common mistake that I definitely help my clients avoid these days now that I know what I was doing wrong, but that's definitely a story for a different video in itself. Like I said, luckily Matt and I met in the fall. We met 9 months after I had posted that. Eventually he shared with me how he messaged me and how he thought it was kind of ridiculous that he couldn't get through my filters. These like blaring red things were coming up. It was embarrassing, but oh well. But when we did finally meet, and after our first date, really, after our first 2 dates, and just knowing that we'd really both found our forever person, we really made up for lost time. I mean, it was totally natural to be shopping for engagement rings within 9 months of meeting. We planned our fairy tale wedding and dream European honeymoon. And, we've done nothing but keep loving each other and growing with each other and continuing to strive to live our best lives together ever since, a decade later. So I wanted to make this video today and to share this little bit of my story to let all of you know out there that if you're looking for the one, the first thing that you must make sure that you're doing is sending out the right signal, because you're going to get whatever it is you're thinking or saying, or both, that you deserved, or that you're attracting, or that you always end up with anyways. Like a lot of women say, I always just meet these same type of guys that have X, Y, and Z wrong, or that, do this, and this that I don't like, or, I'm interested in them, but they aren't interested in me, or vice versa. And if you keep saying that, that's what you're going to keep getting, right? So, for instance, if you believe that you'll never find the one, you probably won't, because you're thinking and therefore kind of saying and putting out there that you won't find the one. How many times does that go through your mind? I'll never find the one. What if I never meet him? What if I missed out? All those fears, all those worries, all those doubts. Well, not only are those natural to have, but if that's what you're constantly thinking on replay, that's what you're sending out and that's what you're getting back. So you're probably going to continue to not find the one. Or if you keep saying that the only men that you attract are ones that you aren't interested in, lo and behold, you keep going on dates with men that you aren't interested in. Or if you've been burned in the past, and most of us have been burned in the past, it's natural, and you assume that all men will continue to let you down, you'll probably just keep being let down by men. Like, it's a really vicious cycle. But that's why I work with clients, to help you break that cycle so you really can attract the right type of person that you want to attract into your life, and you're not subconsciously and accidentally attracting the wrong type of people into your life. We gotta mute. It's just like, before a sports game or a big presentation at work. If you psych yourself up by being like, we're gonna lose, you'll probably lose. Or if you're like before your big meeting, like, I suck, I never do well, I'm gonna burn, crash and burn, like, presentation probably didn't go that well. But if you think of like the analogy of like a sports team in the locker room before the game, they are pumping themselves up. They're saying they're going to win, how they're going to crush it, how it's going to be great. And sure, maybe they don't win every single time, but the likelihood that they do win is so much higher. And the same thing with that work presentation. If you are pumping yourself up, saying like, you got this, you're going to do great, you are visualizing that promotion coming to you and how great the meeting is going to go, it probably goes well because you are saying and sending out the signal of what you want to happen. Not only is it like energy attracts like energy, it's also you telling yourself and setting yourself up for what you expect to happen. You visualizing what's going to be coming back to you. It's a really, really powerful tool. So that's kind of what I did with my Facebook post, even though I didn't really know it at the time. And when you think about attracting a romantic relationship, it's no different. And finding new, great relationship-ready partners that want the same thing as you, that, have the same goals, it really is totally possible to get those things. You just have to start with your mental game, your mindset, and getting clear on what you're actually attracting to yourself first. So, why not be brave? Why not explore what it is that you truly want and need in a relationship and boldly ask for it? What's the worst thing that can happen, right? If you're single or unhappy or unfulfilled, not only just in a romantic relationship, but in any area of your life, in your career, where you live, your family life, whatever, I'd ask you this. Are you going to be okay with your current status quo becoming the rest of your life? Because whatever you've done and whatever you keep doing in your day-to-day life, whatever you've done in your past, whatever you're doing today, is giving you the exact life that you have right now. right? And I hear people say all the time that they desire more from life. They desire a relationship, a romantic relationship, more friendships. They desire a better job. They desire to live in a place that they love. But then they don't want to actually do the things to make any difference. They don't want to actually make changes. They come up with excuses of why it's scary or why they can't or how their shortcomings make them this, X, Y, and Z. And then they just do the same things over and over again. And I'm like, you realize that's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Am I right? But relationships are no different. And if you want a change, if you want something different in your life, then make a freaking change. And it's not rocket science. And it doesn't have to be some life-altering thing. You don't have to quit your job and move tomorrow. All it takes is just a clear desire and an understanding of that desire to make a change, to do something different, and just taking a baby step, just going one step at a time. Just do what you can. Do something small. Do something today. If you're looking to attract your person this year, download my How to Find Your Ideal Match and Dream Relationship Guidebook. It not only goes so much deeper into everything that I've kind of been touching on today, but I walk you through exactly what you need to do to be attracting the perfect person for you step by step first. So, firstly, determining who you truly are by getting clear about your core values, your relationship style, your love languages, and everything in between. Figuring out who you are, what you need, what you deserve, what you want and need in relationships deep down. And a lot of times people don't really know exactly what that is. It's all just superficial. So getting deep, there's something really to be said about that, and that's where the magic happens. Next, we determine the qualities and traits that you really want and need in your ideal partner. Not just that you want, that look pretty, that you're attracted to, but that also is going to sustain you for your entire life. If your goal is to get married, you want to be, living your dream life with your husband a decade from when you met, just like I am right now. And it starts with doing the work first. Lastly, in my guidebook, I help you craft your dream relationship and ideal match statement, your dream partner statement. And it's very powerful and it's amazing. It's honestly pure relationship manifesting man magnet gold. So love it. So today I'm saying to you, my lovely friends, take a chance, make a change. Click on How to Find Your Ideal Match and Dream Relationship below. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. If you have a question about your love life, about a dating or romantic situation, send me a message. So I hope that helped. Again, I'm Jamie DeMarco with Find Your Fairy Tale, and I will see you next time. Bye.